Let me show you what I'm doing with this PCV valve. Hopefully you can see that, but this is the new one I got. This is really hard to get to. You can see that little nub right there, down there. That's the old one. So it's just really hard to get in there. So I have to be inventive to figure out what tool I could use to get that. But I figured out that this 24mm socket fits right over this square part. So I could twist it out that way, and it just has little notches, slide it out. So when I put this one in, I'll probably have to lube up this with WD-40 or something, just so it's easier to get into. I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible because it's really hard to get in there and do. And so this 24mm fits over that square thing, so I could twist it. And then to get in there, I have various things to reach. So I just have extenders that go on there, maybe a little elbow thing that usually comes in handy. So I'm able to like get in there, at least hopefully get this over the, get that over the PCV valve and just pull it out. And if you've never had one of these before, these come in really handy. Just has little claws at the end. Just push that down. This has saved my butt so many times. And then this as well, this little magnet extender thing. So these are real cheap. I mean, got these both for like $2 or $3, and they were in a package like that at Lowe's or something. But these will save your butt. And a little mirror like this thing, like that. Sometimes that comes in handy. I don't use it as much, but anyway, it's just a side note. So let's see if we can get down in there. Okay, so that was really hard to get off. I swear they make these things hard to get off on purpose or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's just the thoughts you have when things are frustrating. Anyways, I just want to show you what I found. This is definitely really gummed up. You could still hear it rattling, and that's good because that means the valve is still loose and it's able to close or open, but it was probably struggling because of that goop, and that is pretty bad. So I feel really good that I took time to replace this thing, and it's not very expensive. It's only like $6, and it causes a lot of problems when it goes bad. So I just felt like it was worth getting a new one. And while I was in it replacing the spark plugs and cleaning out the ejectors, I might as well take this off, replace it. I could have made it easier on myself when I had the injector rod off, and I would have easier access, or at least a alternative, another option to get down in there. but at least I was able to see over the top. Otherwise, with this cap over it, I was just looking in this way and it was really tough. But I had to use my little Fisher claw thing, and it came in handy that time. But basically what I had to do, this end wasn't working. As I was trying to fit it over it, it starts stripping those corners off, and so this didn't really work that well with this thing. The idea is good and it probably would have worked, but I had to look over top of that, and I got the screwdriver and I had to tap lightly and it kept breaking off, so I was getting worried. But I had to like tap it so it kind of break the seal there, and then slowly I started seeing it turn, and so I had to put pressure on it and kind of tap it so it unscrewed. But I was worried there for a second, but it actually worked that way. Getting it in is not going to be as hard. I could probably use this method, just stick the new one in there and just get it in snug enough to lock in on that. So I'll put some WD-40 on there just to make sure it's slippery and easy to get in. But that, you could tell that's a lot better on this new one. So anyways, I feel really good that I actually took time to do that while I had everything else. So basically I just have to kind of clean in there and then get everything buttoned up, and then while I have everything off, I'm just keeping my eyes open for any tubes that are obviously cracked or anything that's just sticking out that is obviously needing fixed or replaced.